Okay, this is my second try. All right, what I was talking about earlier is that Senator Van Hollen meets with Kilmar Abrego Garcia in El Salvador prison. My only issue I have with this is that I believe that each man should be accounted for his own actions. Now, even if this man happened to have the same tattoo as some of the Tiriagua gang members, it doesn't make him necessarily part of the gang. It doesn't make him a bad person. It does not make him responsible for some of the crimes that they have done. So I think it's brave that Senator Van Hollen to head to El Salvador to see if he can help this man get out of prison. Now again, I hear the Republicans that they say that even if he comes back to the United States, that he would be deported. If he is deported, he would not be deported to the prison. He would be deported into the country. Anyone would be willing to go into the country. It's a lot better than going to prison. I'm sure we all know that. So all I'm saying is bring this man back and let due process do what it's supposed to do. If he's found guilty, he's found guilty. He's deported, he's deported. But he shouldn't be going to a prison unless he's done some prisony stuff. Now I was checking out Rachel Maddow's show, and I seen some of the things that she was talking about, and here's a clip of what they showed.
Hi everyone, Dr. Katie Efforts here, talking today about a scenario that I hear all too often, actually daily.
To actually see Kilmar and see what his condition is.
That was Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen when he was on his way to El Salvador yesterday, saying one of the main goals of his visit was to essentially do a wellness check on this constituent of his that the Trump administration said it mistakenly shipped to El Salvador and then said they couldn't or wouldn't try to get him back. Well, earlier in the show tonight, we had the breaking news that Senator Van Hollen.
Check out how they have this man dressed up. Look at this. You know, they're going to wear all the videos we saw. They was in white jumpsuits. He wasn't in no pants and shirt. Got a little baseball cap on. Looked like he chilling. Looked like he just met the senator at the Cheesecake Factory. No, that's not the look we all saw. You saw him getting off the plane. They was hog-tied, head shaved, put in white jumpsuits. Now they got him looking like he's just chilling with his family. Just came across Senator Hollen, just walking out, picking daisies. I'm surprised they actually let him meet him. But I guess they knew it'd be a photo op. Whether it's good or bad, it was going to come one way or another.
Has accomplished at least that stated goal. He was initially turned away from this prison in El Salvador today, but then hours later, the El Salvadoran government arranged for Mr. Abrego Garcia to get out of the prison in order to meet Senator Van Hollen, somewhat bizarrely, in civilian clothes at a hotel in San Salvador. Now, we do not have a sense of what this is going to mean for Mr. Abrego Garcia overall. His lawyer tells us tonight he's just learning this meeting happened from social media like the rest of us are learning it. El Salvador's president just posted online that Mr. Abrego Garcia will now stay in El Salvador's custody. But again, it is the U.S. government that has been ordered by U.S. courts to get Mr. Abrego Garcia back to the United States. So we shall see. We did just obtain this statement from Mr. Abrego Garcia's wife. She says, quote, "My children and my prayers have been answered. The efforts of my family and community in fighting for justice are being heard because I now know that my husband is alive. God is listening and the community is standing strong. We still have so many questions, hopes, and fears. I will continue praying and fighting for Kilmar's return home. Thank you to everyone, including Senator Van Hollen, my Casa family, all our unions, faith leaders, and community for continuing this fight for my family to be reunited." We are just learning about this situation.
Well, at least you got to see your husband. I mean, it's not the way you want to see it, but at least you got to see him. At least you get to see that he's okay. Oh, it's still got to be rough, though. I know it's rough. It's a rough situation. And I just want to say one more time, I applaud Senator Van Hollen for going over there to check on see how this young man is doing, see how he's making out, and being able to report back to his family how he's doing. And it might give them some type of solace. I'm sure it's not what they or a lot of people was wishing for, but maybe they'll be able to bring this man back. You know, you gotta do something. You can't just leave him over there in limbo. This is an interesting situation.
If you were incarcerated at a Maryland juvenile detention center, you may qualify for compensation from a state-established fund. Over 200 individuals
To actually see Kilmar.
Interesting situation. Well, we'll get out of here. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for stopping through. I'll catch you the next time.